I'm so broke. It's a common phrase among young people today. And yet, you'll see those exact same people wearing designer goods, posting vacation stories, and spending on concert tickets. Older generations look at this and see a generation that doesn't understand money. They see irresponsibility, bad priorities, and a refusal to make adult sacrifices. But simply stopping the story at their spending habits paints a distorted picture of their actual financial reality. Judging this demographic purely by their receipts masks a deeper contradiction where traditional economic logic fails to explain the numbers. This chart shows the baseline average income of previous generations at age 25 compared to the current generation. Young people today actually earn 19% more than those before them did at the exact same age. When we overlay early financial planning, the data surges. A decade ago, only 8% of people in their early 20s were investing. Today, 40% of them are already in the market. All of these facts coexist within the same bank accounts. The same people wearing shoes that cost more than their electricity bill are earning more and saving earlier than anyone before them. How can a demographic be both a reckless spender and a disciplined saver at the exact same time? The old categories of saver or spender no longer apply. The mathematical reality has forced this generation to invent a completely new financial category out of necessity. For previous generations, sacrifice made emotional sense because the destination, a house, a car, or a secure retirement, was a clear, walkable path. Young people today came of age watching a global pandemic shut down the entire world overnight. They learned very early that everything can vanish instantly. They entered a job market that often fails to recognize their qualifications, while watching AI make 5-year career plans feel like fiction. Meanwhile, housing prices have so completely outpaced salary growth that the traditional American dream feels like a cruel joke. Spending on the present is a rational response to a future that refuses to hold still long enough to save for. Humans naturally need milestones to look forward to measure the progression of their lives. But because major life events like marriage and homeownership arrive so much later, young people face a massive, unrewarded gap of time in their 20s. To fill that gap, they created something smaller, minor stones. The overpriced Friday dinner serves as a private ceremony, a reward for surviving 5 days of work that often feels meaningless. This spending defies spreadsheet logic because these purchases are vital emotional rituals designed to protect their mental endurance, regardless of the financial cost. Retail therapy is a stated belief system in this generation, where 69% of Gen Z say their emotions directly influence what they buy. Yet, in the shadows, they are incredibly disciplined. They track budgets and participate in no-buy challenges to restrict 90% of their spending. They do this to fund one sacred category, whether it's luxury travel, the latest new tech, or premium daily skincare. They choose one area where all financial discipline intentionally dissolves. Asking them to cut this specific expense is asking them to surrender their identity and the only part of their life that makes the daily grind feel survivable. Beneath the micro-celebrations and emotional spending lies a more desperate motivation, the search for autonomy. They cannot control the rent, the job market, or the cost of simply being alive in a modern city. They are powerless over the massive macroeconomic systems dominating their lives, but they can choose what to buy. In a life full of systems they didn't build, that purchase is the one moment where their choice produces an immediate, expected result. That spontaneous decision represents a tiny kingdom of control, a domain where they are finally the ones deciding. They are broke by the standards of the financial system, but alive in a way it cannot measure. Until the world offers a stable, attainable future, this generation will aggressively continue to invest their capital in the present. This money buys a feeling of actual life, an investment return that no spreadsheet can ever measure.
Power, identity, and how situations shape who we are. Subscribe.